What is up, everybody? We're back at it with another video. I meant to record this video the day before yesterday. Well, I meant to record a video the day before yesterday. I gotta get my stuff set up. Bro, can you calm down? I think we can chill for like a little bit. As long as we just check the cameras. We don't need the light. We gotta conserve power, you guys. Can y'all hear me alright? I know I need to get a better microphone. Well, I'm not most people. I'm me. Yeah, I'm more important than you. But, yeah, we're fine. Okay, so, I meant to record this the day before yesterday. Well, I meant to record a video the day before yesterday. I was going to record this, other game, Dollmare, I think it was called. It's that one game where, like, you're scanning dolls to see if they're haunted and, like, whatnot. I thought it was going to be super fun. But, of course, I'm playing on a microwave, circa 1923. So, poor sweet baby girl was not okay with that. The only games my computer will let me play and record at the same time is FNAF and occasionally a pixel game. So, I don't want to just be a FNAF YouTuber, and I also don't want to be a pixel horror YouTuber because I don't really care for pixel horror. Shoot me, I guess. And I hate to say this, but other games that I can record that are pixel, like Stardew Valley, I'm just not very entertaining to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you. Especially now, at this stage of my career. Pookie! Calm down! I ain't even done nothing yet. At this stage of my career, I am not... I'm not that funny. I'll be honest. I'm not that funny. What was I gonna say? Right. Until I can save up enough money to get an actual decent computer, we're just gonna be playing FNAF and the odd pixel horror game because I am done. I want to play Roblox. I want to play Roblox so bad and be able to record it. But that's just not going to happen. Because I'm using OBS. Well, I'm using OBS to record stuff because that's what I used to use to stream stuff. I wonder if that might be why I can't record anything. Anyway, I tried to record myself playing Dollmare, whatever it's called, and it was so laggy. It was laggy for me. It was lagging the recording. It was so laggy. It was awful. Where is everybody? I'm gonna regret saying that. Where is everybody? But, yeah. This is a very interesting predicament. Because I don't want to drop $1,000 on a computer if I'm not, like, serious about the whole YouTuber thing. But, like, I'm pretty serious. Pretty serious. Fairly serious. So, I just now made myself a deal that if I can make 100 videos... Once I get to 100 videos, YouTube videos, then I'll just buy the computer. And maybe I'll just wait until Black Friday hits to see if there's any deals. Because I don't want to drop $1,000 on a computer. I really don't. But, c'est la vie. Anyway, moving along. I've got a story to tell you guys. A big old story. Involves me baking. And if you don't know, I like baking. I'm pretty good at baking. I can make cakes. I can make pie. I've made macarons before. Several times. Cinnamon rolls. Banana pudding. Gosh, I love banana pudding. Bread pudding. I love bread pudding too. Makes me want it just thinking about it. But anyway, the other day, I wanted to make cupcakes, right? I wanted to make chocolate cupcakes with whipped cream. Right, okay, because I don't have that much whipped cream left. And so I think, whoop-de-doo, this is going to be so much fun. Because I did this last time I didn't have that much ingredients. Right, so I'm in the kitchen. I start measuring things. I measure out my flour. I'm measuring things before I make it. Like a good girl. Pookie. You here? Hi, Pookie. Okay, you're still there. I don't know what the proper energy management thing is for when Chica's here. I know when Bonnie's here, you just keep the door closed and flip up the light occasionally. Gotten real used to Bonnie being here, but Chica's here. Chica's gone. See, that's what I like about Chica. She just pops in, says hi, and then leaves. Unlike Bonnie. Bonnie last time was camped out my damn door for like a whole hour. He had nothing to do. Bonnie had nothing to do but bother me. Anyway, so I start measuring out my stuff. It's super fun. I come to the part where I measure my cocoa powder. I'm looking around the kitchen. There's no cocoa powder. I ran out of cocoa powder. I used the last bit of cocoa powder last time. For some reason. I don't remember doing that. I thought I still had cocoa powder. Fine, I'll just make a different kind of cake. I thought about making a white cake because I had strawberries, and white cake with strawberries is so good. It's like strawberry shortcake. But I'm not sitting here about to use 5 eggs, 5 egg whites for some cupcakes, right? And so I'm looking through the recipes and like, can I make this? Can I make that? And like, I'm just shy of a couple ingredients for everything, right? In my fridge, I have a stick and a half of butter, which if you don't know, is 3/4 a cup of butter. Which would have been fine for my chocolate cake recipe, because that calls for 3/4 a cup butter. But everything else is calling for a whole cup of butter. Like, I don't have a whole cup of butter. And then I'm starting to think, Pookie scared me. That was scary. And he's there. He's probably going to be there for the rest of the night. Honestly, if I'm like, oh, he's gone. Yay. As he should. He heard me talking trash about him, and he left. Anyway, at this point, I'm like, fine, we're going to go back to pioneer times. I'm just going to make butter out of the whipped cream I have. So I'm looking it up on Google, how much whipped cream I need for 1/4 cup of butter. And nobody has any answers. Everything is all conversion ratios for if you have butter and milk, you can make heavy whipping cream. Well, I don't have butter. What I need is butter. What I have is heavy whipping cream. I need you to tell me how much butter I can make out of a little bit of whipping cream. You know? Because I really don't want to have to go to the store, right? I'm home. I'm in my pajamas. I already took my shower. I don't want to have to go to the... Hi, baby. I don't want to have to go to the store. So, like... You need twice as much whipped cream as butter. Whipping cream as butter. In order to not, like, die. Pookie, can you leave? Can you, like, leave? That's what Bonnie does. Bonnie waits till the end of the night. He comes up, he says hi, you close the door, and you're just sitting there worried the whole time that your power's going to run out and Freddy's going to be up your butt. And not fun. Bonnie has it out for me. Bonnie has it out for me specifically. It's because my favorite animatronic of all time is Toy Bonnie, and original Bonnie gets jealous. That's why. Anyway, so I'm making it. I don't want to listen to some old dude talking about how I'm better at playing FNAF than him. I don't want to listen to that. Right? And so, can't believe we're almost done with all Five Nights at Freddy's. This has been pretty easy. Hi, Freddy. Freddy's laughing. Anyway, I'm all like, whatever. And so I get out my little whisk. By the way, I have a hand beater, right? A little hand electric mixer. I like them. They're very convenient. You plug them into a wall and you can hold them and you do whatever you want with them. I don't know if that's considered old-timey tech to y'all, but it's great. Very convenient. So I get out my hand mixer. I get out my whisk. I pour my stuff into the bowl. All the last little bit of heavy whipping cream, by the way, that I needed. Pookie, you're already there? My gosh. Okay, you're gone. You're not there. Right? So already I'm like, what am I going to do for frosting? Because I don't have butter. I don't have heavy whipping cream. What am I going to do? Right? So in my head I'm already thinking, I already have to go to the store. My life, you know? Why me? And so I start beating the butter. My little hand whisk. Hand mixer whisk, whatever. It's going all great. The next thing I know, my whisk breaks. If you don't know how whisks are made, they take a little thing of wire and they bend it to where both ends of the wire are shoved into the same little circle thingy. One of them broke. So I have a whisk that has just like this piece of wire sticking out, and it broke mid-whisk. So now there's heavy whipping cream all over the damn kitchen. It isn't butter yet, by the way. Pookie, are you there? Hi, Pippi. Okay, she's gone. Anyway, so there's heavy whipping cream all over the goddamn counter. So I have to stop what I'm doing, clean it up immediately, because if I don't clean it up, it's going to spoil and there's going to be mold everywhere and everyone's going to die. I don't want that. Of course, the heavy whipping cream gets all over like 9 different utensils. You know, the kind of utensils that you use to like cook stuff on the stove, like spatulas and the little pasta spoon. Pookie, are you there? Right, okay. It's all over everything. Right. I'm not having a fun time. Because I have to clean all of that up. It's not fun. It's not fun. And so I get out my other beaters. Y'all. Okay, you're gone. Why is Chica camping? After I complimented you two, and you're still here. Y'all. We are so dead. We are so dead. Where was I in my story? Right, I have to get out my other beaters, which if you don't know, suck at incorporating air into things. That's not what they're for. But it's all I've got because I'm not going to sit here and hand whisk butter. I'm not doing that. And so I'm sitting here for 10 minutes beating this thing before I finally decide, screw it, it's not worth it. It's just going to go in the cake. It's just going to figure out what it figures out. So now I've got the butter in the bowl, and I put the whipped cream in the bowl. And then I mix all my other ingredients together. And I'm like, screw it. If this is just gonna be the cake where I do whatever the hell I want with it, I'm gonna make it strawberry flavored. So I get up my strawberry extract, which does not taste like strawberry. I don't know if you guys have ever done anything strawberry extract wise. It does not taste like strawberries. Can you calm down? I am trying to tell a story here. Right? And I'm like, I'm gonna put an entire cup of food coloring in it. 'Cause why not? Well, not an entire cup, but you get the point. Of pink food coloring. Why not? Hi, Pookie. Pookie's still there. Pookie is very much still there. Would we be on not having fun, you guys? How am I gonna survive the next night? We're at 27% left. It's 4 a.m. I still got 2 hours left. Right, so into the oven it goes. Right? And now I start thinking of the list of stuff I'm gonna get at the store. Because at this point, I just need to pick me up. I need to be cheered up. So I'm like, I'm gonna get store-bought brownies. Little box brownies. And I'm gonna get chips. And I'm gonna get soda. Because I just need some cheering up. Right? And I'm gonna get whipped cream. Because I still need frosting. Because I used all my whipped cream for the damn cake. Pookie? Pookie? No. No, no. No! Why? We were so close. We were so close. So close. Game over. Hey, look at me. I'm Freddy. Hack. Hack, hack. Hopefully this ends up better than last time. But... It's killing me. My loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. It's been 2 seconds. Don't even mess me with that golden Freddy. I'ma just wait a little minute. I'ma wait a little minute so I can save a little bit of power. We die, we die. But so I go to the store, right? And then I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna make Rice Krispie treats too. Why not? Right? And then I come home. I look in the fridge. There's a tub of Country Crock in there. I could have used Country Crock the whole damn time. You know what's even worse? You wanna know what's even worse? I had shortening in the fridge too. I could have used shortening for the cake. It's killing me. Killing me. It's killing me. Anyway, that's the story. It was awful. I hated cleaning it up. What else is there to talk about? Right, fiber. Beans. Beans, 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 the magical fruit. The more you eat. Right, beans. I, along with everyone else in Gen Z, probably everyone in the world, struggles with getting fiber, and so I've become obsessed with beans. I have a collection of beans. I have pinto beans, I've got lima beans, I've got black beans, I've got a little bit of navy beans. It's mostly black beans, but beans. And so I'm starting to try and eat beans with every meal. That way I can get my fiber goals in. Anyway, so right, yeah, fiber goals. Low key, this game is kind of boring. Anyway, so yeah, that's my life. How is it only 1 a.m.? We have 75%. We're just gonna sit here. We're just gonna sit here for a little minute. Cause Bonobie ain't getting here, and Chica ain't getting here. Does Chica only have 2 toes? There's Chica. I could go for some KFC right now, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I may have had too much fiber yesterday. Today was awful. It was awful. Anyway, what else is there to talk about? Oh my gosh, Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket. I want to talk about Fruits Basket. Should I talk about Fruits Basket or should I talk about my daddy issues? Hi, Chica. I've seen some people complain about the fact that you play FNAF mainly with your mouse. That's what I love about FNAF so much. Honestly. I love it. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Fruits Basket? Oh my god. When I first read Fruits Basket, the manga, it was 6th grade. I was 11. I was as old as Kisa. If y'all don't know who Kisa is, do better. Oh my god. I should probably. You know what? I already checked the light, so she's probably not there. Yeah, she's not there. I'm just gonna explain Fruits Baskets to you. Fruits Basket. Anyway, so Fruits Basket is a manga anime series. It was made way back when. It's about this high schooler named Toru and this Soma family. And like within the Soma family, there are these people that are possessed by the spirits of the Chinese zodiac. So you've got the rat and the ox and the bunny. I love the bunny. The bunny's my favorite. And the dog, which is what I am. Right? And they're possessed by the zodiac spirits. So anytime that they go to hug a member of the opposite sex, they turn into their animal form. Or if their body just gets weak, they'll revert into their animal form. Right? They don't really have cool powers except for they can like talk to animals that are their animal spirit in a way, and the animals that are their animal spirit like really like them. But beyond that, there's no magical powers. It's basically seen as a curse, which I guess whatever. But honestly, I feel like you could just I don't really feel like that's that bad of a curse. Honestly. The way they have it in the anime is that it's like in the anime manga, it's like the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody. But like I feel like the curse itself isn't that bad. I feel like people are just reacting really horribly to it. Like, y'all just need to calm down. Oh, Pookie, is she there? She killed me last time. I don't want her to kill me again, especially since we're so close. It's 5 a.m. But I have to say, despite Toy Bonnie being my favorite animatronic, my favorite game in the franchise is probably FNAF 4. I'm so excited for the FNAF 2 movie to come out, by the way. But anyway, back to Fruits Basket. And they're dealing with their whole familial issues. Pookie? What are you doing? Y'all, we got 20% left and just an hour to go. Can we make it? Y'all, I hope we can make it. Y'all, please don't kill me. I've been on night 4 for like 5 nights. 5 nights at Freddy's, more like 5 nights at night 4. Oh, don't kill me. No! No! We're just gonna live. I'm not gonna pull up my camera because then she's gonna kill me. You know what? I'm closing the door so I don't have to deal with Foxy. We're just gonna sit here. We're just gonna sit here and wait. And wait we did. And wait we did. Anyway, Fruits Basket. Really nice. So, there's a manga and there's 2 animes, right? One of the animes was made back in the early 2000s and it looks horrifying, especially compared to like the recent anime. I think the reason that my FNAF videos are so entertaining is that I have to talk in order to entertain myself. Because this game, low-key, is kind of boring. Yo, phone guy kind of got some bars. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. So crazy. Anyway, so... But then the second anime came out in 2017. And so when I was reading the book back in 2016, the only anime that I had to go off of was the 2002 one, which sucked. The 2002 anime was awful. They had a budget of like $3 and they spent none of it. It's awful. There wasn't even an opening, there wasn't an ending. It was just like 2 notes and like a still frame of probably Toru and a little bit of Kyo. I'm like, spoiler alert. But they ended the 2000 anime at like the first big plot point of the manga. My favorite scene of the manga of all time is when Toru is in the dress shop. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you. But that was my favorite scene. And it happens after the first big plot point where we discover that Kyo is actually like this big old monster or something. Now that makes sense. That part of the curse, that makes sense to me. Hi, Pookie. That part, I get why that part's a curse. Chica's not here, is she? Good, she's not. I get why that part's a curse. That makes sense to me. He's like this horrifying monster and he has to wear his bracelet to like conceal it or whatever. That's the first big plot point, right? Where Toru's like, no, baby girl, I love you no matter what. And Kyo's all like, oh my god, I've never felt affection from anybody except for this dude that's like kind of my dad, but not really. But eventually will become my dad. It's real weird. We got a real messed up family situation going on here. Right. And so, what was it saying? Right. That's like the first big plot point. That's where the 2000 anime ends. That's where it dies. And so I'm watching this, waiting for it to get to my favorite scene, the dress shop scene, which happens like a little bit after the Kyo Monster arc era. And then it ends. And I'm all like, where's my pretty dress scene? Because I wanted to see Toru in this pretty dress, and here I am, Toru pretty dress not, Shane here. Of course, this was back in the day, and I low-key kind of pirated the entire anime off of YouTube. So I didn't know if they just stopped making it, or if YouTube decided that there just wasn't any more of it. Whatever. I was checking the cameras! What? Yo. That's messed up. Y'all saw me checking the cameras, right? Pookie should not have been there. Sorry, I'm like yelling directly into the mic. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear me? Sorry. That's not going to be fun to edit out later. But I didn't really have a point for my story. I just wanted to talk. But it's such a cute little anime, and I love it. I love it so much. I might leave a night 5 for next episode, guys. I know it's probably a bit weird for y'all that I'm going to keep talking while the music's playing. But I know it's probably a bit weird for y'all that I only make like 30-minute videos. But that's all I got the energy for. This game came out in 2014. I was 8 years old when this game came out.